What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and we have a new archetype for the TCG. The Ghoti monsters, which I have a funny feeling. If I'm not mistaken, I think only one of them is an import, and the rest of them are TCG exclusive. Because these monsters have been stirring up some things here in the TCG. And the reason why is because there's been a lack of fish tuner monsters. And ironically enough, the new Synchro that is supposed to be the boss monster for this archetype needs a fish tuner monster. And there ain't that many, so yeah, that's kind of a thing that had to happen. So at least they did make their own, but if not, I mean, there's not too many options there. Anyway, let's take a look at these monsters from the denizens of the deep seas of the stars. So first off, we have Ghoti of the Deep Beyond. Level 10 water attribute fish synchro monster with question mark attack, 0 defense. Requirements: 1 or more fish tuner monsters and 1 or more non-tuner monsters. The original attack of this card becomes 500 times the number of banished monsters. If this card is single summoned during your opponent's turn, you can banish all cards on your opponent on the field. During the standby phase of the next turn, after this card is banished from the monster zone, you special summon this banished card. Side note, this card, and by extension the entire theme, derives from the name of Ghoti, a respelling of fish meant to show absurdity of the linear rule of the English language. What? Okay, whatever. Just say monsters that look like stars. Anyway, TCG exclusive. We have Moray of Avarice. Banish 1 fish, sea serpent, and or aqua type monster you control. Draw 2 cards. You only activate 1 Moray of Avarice per turn. This is a card that, of course, fits into the lineup of the Moray cards. For this monster, looks like a bit of a fish, taking on the image of Pot of Avarice. This is in relation to Moray of Greed, whereas that card says return, reveal 3 water type monsters, 3 water attributed monsters in your hand, shuffle them back into your deck, and draw 2 cards. Alright, then we have Pacey, the Light of the Ghoti. Level 2, water attribute, fish tuner monster, 0 attack and defense. You can manage this card you control to summon 1 fish monster from your hand, except for Pacey, the Light of the Ghoti. During the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, you summon this card. During your opponent's main phase, if this card was special summoned this turn, quick effect. You can immediately, after this effect resolves, synchro summon 1 fish synchro monster from your deck, from your extra deck, using this card you control. You can only use each of these effects of Pacey, the Light of the Ghoti, once per turn. This monster's name is based off of the analogy of the word space. Whatever. Fairy of the Ghoti. Level 2, water attribute fish type tuner monster. 0 attack, 500 defense. You can manage this card from the graveyard and target 1 fish monster you control. Engage 500 attack until the end of the turn. During the standby phase of the turn after this card was banished, you can summon this card. During your opponent's main phase, if this card was special summoned this turn, you can, quick effect, immediately after the effect resolves, special summon 1 fish synchro monster by using this card you control, and you can only use Shifty, each effect of Shifty, the Fairy of the Ghoti, once per turn. Then we have Anak, Sentry of the Ghoti. Level 6, water attribute, fish type monster. 2100 attack, 0 defense. If this card is normal special summon, you can target one of your banished level 4 or lower fish monsters. Special summoning in defense, but its effects are negated. You can banish 1 fish monster from your hand or face up on your side of the field to add 1 Ghoti trap card from your deck to your hand. You only use each effect of Arak, the Sentry of the Ghoti, once per turn. The monster's anagram is based off the word ocean. Okay. Askin, the Bicorn Ghoti. Level 8 Water Attribute Fish Synchro Monster. 2700 attack, 0 defense. Requires 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuners. If this card is synchro summon, you can target 1 fish monster you control and 1 fish monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls and banish them. If this card is banished, you can banish 1 fish monster in your graveyard, so summon this card. You can only use each effect of Askin, the bicorn Ghoti, once per turn. This monster is an anagram for the word was it Sakana, which means fish. The was that the most distant deep depths field spell. You can if while you control a fish synchro monster, this card cannot be destroyed or banished by card effect. Um, you can only use each of the following effects of the most distant deep depths once per turn. You can manage 1 fish monster from your hand or graveyard to add 1 Ghoti monster from your deck to your hand. If a fish or fish monster is no more special summon to your field, while this card is in your graveyard, except during the next step, you can target 1 fish monster you control and banish it. And if you do, add this card to your hand. Ghoti Chain. Normal trap card. Banish 1 fish monster you control. Special summon 1 Ghoti monster that is banished. Or in your hand, deck, or graveyard. Put a different original name than the monster banished by this card's effect. When banishing, when it leaves the field. You can activate Ghoti Chain once per turn. So basically, this archetype revolves around banish. This archetype revolves around fish monsters. And trying to get out these fish synchro monsters. To give it an overall rate with the support that this archetype has, with how there are really good banishing fish monsters who do a lot of those effects, I would give this an 8. Yeah, I give it a solid 8. The issue that I have with this is that a lot of these monsters require fish tuners, which there aren't too many. However, the fish monster tuners that come in this deck, I mean, with this archetype, seem pretty decent. Also, by the way, I believe Ghoti of the Deep Beyond is a secret. This is also a secret. Damn, good luck with trying to build this. This is the Ultra, and it's so cute. That's a common. It's very common. That looks common. Actually, this might be a super. This might be the common. That's a common. That's a super. And that's definitely a common. No, that's an no, that's an ultra. Okay, but yeah, this is some really good support. Like if you mix it with some of the stuff that we got in Generation Force and Beyond, a lot of this stuff that was supposed to support. What's that archetype's name? Shark fishes. There we go. Because that's what we call them. Shark fishes. But a lot of the modern age fish support or modern age shark monsters. A lot of them do a lot of banishing. A lot of them do fish monsters at that time for Generation Force starting. Did a lot of banishing of fish monsters and stuff like that. This would definitely be their time to shine. A lot of those fish, aqua, and sea serpents did a lot of that. And I think it's actually the fish monsters because that's what most of the shark monsters were typed, were fish. So definitely take advantage of them if needed, and they'll probably do really, really good. Can't think of any off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure many of you who play the archetype definitely can, and this is the time for you guys to take advantage of it. What's that one monster? Coelacanth, King of the Deep Seas. You know, that'd be really good. Taking around with this too. Yeah. Some good things, some ideas I can just throw out there. So let me know what you guys think of the Ghoti. Hopefully I'm saying this right. Because those sound like ghosts, but I'm not too sure about that. And a lot of these monsters' names are anagrams for things about the sea. So there's another analogy to things there. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below and what things you would like to see and help out your fellow duelists and what things that you can suggest to them to use with this. Because I've seen a lot of people talk about a lot of that older shark support. So, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps out tremendously. You can hit the notification bell next to the description button so you guys can be informed of when I upload more content to the channel. Also, social media links are in the description box below, so you guys want to interact with me on social media. There are things like Discord, Twitter, and Instagram. They are there in the description box. You can also hit me up on twitch.tv/HarpiePlayerJoe, where I go live and I play tons of video games, and just, shoot the shot. So, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoy this brand new archetype and have some fun with it. So, until next time, you guys, HTJ signing out. Take care.